Well, I was asked to do another video. Actually, family member of mine asked me, but basically, yep, I know, healthy. Um, we have a family friend who suffers from COPD. She smoked her whole life, wasn't very healthy her whole life, and now she's in her low 50s, and she was diagnosed with like advanced COPD, and she has to keep going back and forth to the ER all the time. She's got a breathing machine at home with oxygen, but it's still hard. She can't breathe. She has problems all the time. Some days are worse than others, like really really bad. She can barely get dressed. She can barely move. So she just went just now. She's actually at the doctor's right now. And normally what they do is they give her prednisone, a steroid, and the steroid opens the lungs and allows her to breathe. Problem is, you can't keep taking steroids over and over and over and over. It's not healthy. Um, but she went to her PC, or not her PCP, a pulmonologist, and that's where she's at now. And they denied giving her more prednisone. Of course, she's freaking out. She can't breathe. She needs help, and they actually keep telling her, don't keep going back to the ER. Stop going to the ER. Don't go to the ER. Well, what choice does she have? She can't breathe. Prednisone is like literally the only thing that helps her breathe. She's tried all kinds of bronchodilators, all kinds of inhalers. She can't breathe. Prednisone, she can breathe. It's got the side effects of extra energy, insomnia, all those things. But the bottom line is she can breathe. So now she's actually sitting at one doctor, calling another doctor, her PCP, trying to get him to approve it. And if he says no, then she's got to go to the ER because she can't breathe. I experienced something similar with pain medicines, and because of my spine, my heart, etc., etc., I have pain all the time. I'm on Lyrica for neuropathy. I was just diagnosed diabetic recently, so they got me on metformin. But I've been to the ER so many times for kidney stones and heart attacks and what have you, plus my spine. And nowadays, I was actually going to a pain clinic, and he told me, Brian, I'm sorry, but we just changed the policy here. Well, not him, but the parent company changed the policy. No more pain medicine, no more opioids, any narcotics aside from like Lyrica, which is a nerve medicine for patients. No more. So go to, they don't even wean you. No, none of that. They told every one of us we had to go to chemical dependency. Now they told me there's a device they can put in my spine. It's kind of like a pacemaker, but for the spine. And it's got a wire that wraps around the spinal cord, and it interrupts pain signals. So from whatever level they put it in my spine, down, it would interrupt like 90 to 95% of pain signals, which is great. But in order, because I'm on Medicaid assistance because I needed insurance desperately. I'm not allowed to work anymore, and disability takes forever. So I worked my whole life, paid into it. So don't harp on me about getting public Medicaid. I paid in. So to get them to approve the surgery, it's like $100,000 surgery with the cost of the device and everything. So in order for Medicaid to approve it, you have to go to physical therapy, you have to go to mental health, you have to go to chemical dependency, even if you've never, ever, ever taken any medicines in your life. You've never even taken Tylenol. Medicaid requires you go to chemical dependency in order to get approved for this surgery. So now I'm in the same boat as her. She's unable to get her steroids. I can't get my pain medicine. What the hell? This world needs to change. Doctors are so afraid, which I get it. There was a lot of drug addicts taking pain medicine, but here's the thing: a lot of those drug addicts are drug addicts because of doctors, whether it's steroids or pain medicine or what have you. So, no matter what, a lot of the times it's doctor-assisted addiction, and then they throw you out to the wolves. Whatever, you could screw up. Maybe you were having a bad month. Like you were going to a pain clinic, you had a bad month. You were in so much pain, you had like 3 or 4 days where you took an extra pill, which leaves you short by a day or two. If you tell your doctor that, they kick you out. Some pain clinics are still writing pain medicine. The one I was going to doesn't, but they'll kick you out. And then those people are, damn it. Sorry, people. My cigarette keeps going out. But those people are now addicted to opiates, or you got the people that are just dependent on the steroids to breathe. They throw you out on the street. What are you going to do? You want to spend 24/7 in pain? Most of the people turn to buying pain medicine on the street. And of course, street prices, they're ridiculous. All you people that are selling the pills on the street, look, I'm not going to say break the law. I'm not going to say do it. But if you are doing it, try being a little more sensitive. I mean, come on, the pill costs and all that on the street are just a tad bit ridiculous, don't you think? So what's the alternative? Heroin. A lot of these people resort to heroin. There's a million documentaries on it. Heroin is morphine. That's what heroin is. Morphine comes from heroin. On a drug test, it shows up as heroin / morphine / codeine. All together. Why do you think that is? Because they cannot definitively tell the difference unless they're going by cut agents, fillers, things in the pills that aren't in heroin, blah, blah, blah. But my point is, people resort to it because heroin is dirt cheap. It's a lot more powerful than the pills. There's, like I said, there's a million documentaries on it. I've watched them all. And, I mean, it's not worth it because you don't know what it's cut with. You could OD, all that, Don't do it. But my point is, there's a reason people resort to it. Now, what is she supposed to do? Hit the streets and try to buy prednisone from somebody on the street? Come on. Then they're going to, somebody will rip her off, or they'll rob her, or give her fake pills. This is a woman who literally cannot breathe, and the medical society doesn't want to help her. That is just, it's ridiculous. I mean, how could the world get to this stage? I get it, doctors. You're afraid to write the medicine. You're worried somebody's going to OD and you're going to get sued. I get that. Sue, sue, sue. Everybody wants to sue. They want to get rich quick. The bottom line is monitor the people then. Make them come in every couple of days or every week to get their pills, instead of giving them a 30-day supply or a 90-day supply all at once. And help the people. We all need it. I'm tired of suffering through pain. It's going to take Medicaid at least a year to decide whether or not they'll pay for the surgery for me. There is no surgery for her. She can get on a lung transplant list, but okay, so what? That takes years. She's gonna end up dead. What's the harm? Give her medicine. Let her breathe. Your only other choice is let her die. What happened to the Hippocratic Oath? You'll do no harm. Isn't it doing harm by denying somebody the medication they need? It's not even like it's an opiate or anything like that. It's a steroid that helps her lungs. I get it. It can be dangerous. So can aspirin if you take too much of it. What's next? You gonna turn aspirin into a controlled substance? Come on. These people need help. I need help. I can't just go out on the street and get pills and all that. I mean, I've got my own legal history to deal with. Plus, I would like to get the device in my spine. It's got a very, very, very high success rate. So I'm doing everything they told me to do. Everything. But I'm not the only one that needs help. You know, my family friend, you know, she's a very close friend of my mom's. She can't breathe. How is that fair? Come on. I mean, you know, comment down below. Let's hear what you guys have to say. I'd love to hear your stories. I would love to hear how you fought for your rights to get help. Or, I mean, how they denied you. We need to work together. Everybody, you know, we get millions of people. Eventually, they're going to decide helping people is better than doing nothing. I'm actually getting ready now to go to a doctor appointment. It's one of my appointments associated with trying to get this procedure. So, but she just called, you know, and I wanted to put this out there and see what everybody else has to say. I mean, we all have a right to get the help we need. You know, her insurance right now is paying hundreds to thousands of dollars for her to go to all these appointments and go to the ER and have no help. I mean, I've done that. I've gone to the ER in so much pain, doubled over. Last time I went to the ER, my stomach, you know, I said in another video, I'm waiting to see a, oh my God, I can't think of it now, the gastroenterologist. They won't see me until April 26th. But I got something wrong, big time. Pain all the time. It's driving me nuts. I went to the ER. I sat there for 6 hours in the back, not in the waiting room. I was already in the back. 6 hours. You know what they did? They gave me a CAT scan that said you need to see a gastroenterologist. That's it. It was like a $3,700 bill they sent my insurance for them to say I need to see a gastroenterologist. Really? I mean, anybody can say, oh, your stomach hurts, you need to see a gastroenterologist. The whole point was I was severe pain. They didn't even give me medicine while I was there. They're so afraid of giving me my pain medicine. My pain level. Now, my 10 is a STEMI, a heart attack I died from. My 9 is a non-STEMI that still almost killed me. My 8 is 1 kidney stone on each side, a 7mm on one side, a 7.5mm on the other side at the same time. Coming out at the same time. That's my 8. This stomach thing was a 7, so it would be most people's 20. That was my 7. They did nothing. Nothing. How is that helping people? Let me know what you think. You know, post your own things. Let's get something going here. People need help. And thanks for listening. Subscribe if you want. If not, I understand. Talk with you later.